It's Ask the Expert with Recycle Frog. Welcome back, 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Give us a call. Ask questions about what Recycle Frog does and how they can help you. You're a buyer of gold and silver. You recycle it.
Yes.
Where does recycling go? What do you do with it?
Right now, we're actually transitioning. It goes to a refiner that we've been using for a number of years, and we're just in the midst of moving over. We have an announcement coming up in a couple of months, but it goes right to a primary refiner in Canada, and everything gets melted down and then sort of turned back into its purest form.
Right.
At that point, our relationship ends with the material, but it is a simple recycling transaction.
Right. Gotcha.
Yep.
So it's double recycling in a way, because people are turning in their gold and silver to you to recycle, which you do in turn.
That's right.
One of the things you like to talk about is how you operate as a business, and I know that's very important to you. So you've come up with another idea in terms of a guarantee of sorts, right?
Right. And we were talking a little bit off camera about this, and over the Christmas holidays, we've been doing this since our inception, really, but I wanted to build a message around this. It's very, very different. The industry really doesn't do a lot of this, if at all. Over the Christmas holidays, I was watching Miracle on 34th Street, and they talk about Macy's and how the Santa Claus decided to say that if Macy's can't pay you or find the best price for you, if Macy's doesn't have the best price for you, they'll find the company that has. We've been doing that since our infancy. If someone comes in, for example, so our guarantee is, if we can't pay you the most money, and in most cases we will, but if we can't pay you the most money, we're going to find a reputable business that will. And we're proud to say that. It's a very different kind of statement. And what we mean by that is, if you came in with some interesting things like an antique set, tea set, or some collectible coins, something like an engagement ring. These are very clear examples of things that we would not want to recycle. We don't want to melt those things down.
No.
But a different form of recycling would be to say, let's find you a business that will buy it from you for much more than we could.
Right, for resale or whatever.
For resale. So a collectible coin, for example, people will come in with piles of coins. We're going to sort through all those coins. We'll take an hour and a half, whatever we need.
Right.
We'll get through all those coins. We'll separate the collectible coins and refer you on to a reputable business that will pay you a lot more for those particular coins. The rest.
You've actually done that for us.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
You've passed us on to when we did our penny drive.
Yep.
Because we needed to get rid of the pennies.
That's
and
right.
we had some coins that we picked up along the way that we had questions about.
That's right.
And sure enough, you brought us together with another guy.
Exactly.
Right?
So, most people come in and they don't have any clue what these coins are. They've either inherited them from someone who was a collector, or they've just been gathering them over the years. But you could come in with a pile of quarters and dimes and half dollars and silver dollars.
Yeah.
I had a lady who came in just before Christmas, and she just put them on the table and said, "These are my dad's. I don't have any idea what they're worth." We found 2 coins that were actually worth over $1,100. And that's what she ended up getting paid for them by the coin dealer. It's just they're hidden in there.
Yeah.
They may not be.
And most people don't know.
They don't know, but the beauty is, when you come to us, again, there's no pressure to accept our offer, but in many cases, when you sit with us, we're going to be evaluating these things for 2 different things. Are they melt value, or are they collectible or resale?
Right.
Is there resale potential there?
Right.
An engagement ring, it's just not something that makes sense for us to buy, but we know somebody who would be willing to take that and maybe sell it on consignment for you.
Right.
It might take an extra 30 days or 60 days, but the reality is you're going to get so much more money than you could from us, or from anyone, really.
Right.
But it's going to be done in a very secure and safe way. You're not going to have to deal with the public trying to sell this online. They've got a very solid business in reselling things like that.
Exactly. And you get connected with these people through your business, right? It just happens naturally.
Right. It's easy. I've known these businesses now for years, whether through the Royal Canadian Mint for the coin dealer, or whether this family business, this jeweler, I'll mention them, Thompson Jewelers. I've known them for over 20 years, and now we've struck this relationship where I've referred hundreds of people, if not over 1,000 people now, to him and the family to take care of these customers that I think are better served by them.
Sure.
And it's, in some respects, it's turning away business, but I'm happy to do that because I know I'm going to be helping these people get a lot more money than I could ever pay.
Yeah, you know, that all works.
It does. It comes back to us.
It comes back to you. It's good karma. There's no question about it.
It is, and you know what? It's just being honest with people, and that's what we've tried to do.
And that's how you build a reputation as an honest business, you know.
Yep.
You mentioned coins, and you even mentioned silver dollars. We have a question via Twitter this morning about silver dollars, and this is not an uncommon one. Would a 1983 silver dollar be worth anything? One of our viewers wants to know.
Unfortunately, no. After 1967, 67 was the cutoff year for the Royal Canadian Mint to put silver in them, unless they're commemorative coins where they were, you know, they've got a little certificate of authenticity.
Right.
Then those might have 50% or even as high as 100% silver in them. But the majority of the circulation coins, the ones that were just put out into the public to use, those would, and after 1967, would not have any silver value.
And this was a 1983 silver dollar.
That's right.
So something to keep in mind. But again, there are no questions that are silly when it comes to this.
No, and you know what? It's a treasure hunt for us as well. We're hoping to find some really valuable things in there for you, even if it means we're not going to buy them, but we'll refer you on to somebody who will buy them, and hopefully you hit the jackpot. You know, I get calls back from customers all the time saying, thank you so much for sending me out there. I got this much money, or I got that much money.
No kidding.
It feels great.
Plus the people who come in to see you with gold, for example, and you know, finally realize that they've got a lot of money.
We'll do our best to buy it, but if we can't, we're going to send you on to somebody that we think will get you as much money as they can.
I like it. If you've got a question, we have one more segment coming up here with Recycle Frog on Ask the Expert, 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Email is a question, Facebook is a question. Go ahead, ask. We'll be right back.